Right, guys, welcome to this live stream here between the Wallabies and Los Pumas. For those of you who've missed out on the Springbok versus All Black game, the All Blacks sneaking a 19 points to 17 victory there towards the end of the game. So today's one between the Wallabies and Argentina, basically expecting the Wallabies to win this game, but I do think that Argentina could maybe, just maybe, upset this Wallaby side. The last two times that they've met, the game have both ended in draws, so expecting another tight one between these two teams right here today. Johannes Payne says Australia to win. Louis says, hello man, Justice Services Argentina have a shocking attack and not going to take it tonight. So all expectations should be that the Wallabies should win this game quite comfortably at the end of the day. Let's quickly go through the team lineups just before the kickoff. So here's the team lineups for the Wallabies: Reece Hodge, Andrew Callaway, Len Ikitoa, Samu Kerevi, Marika Koroibete, Quade Cooper, Nick White, Rob Valentini, Michael Hooper, Rob Leota, Matt Phillip, Isaac Rodder, Tanila Tupou, Falau Fainga, and then James Slipper. And looking at this lineup, same side that got rid of South Africa easily last week, so expecting them to really have a running game against this Argentina side today. I mean, Andrew Callaway has come through very nicely. Marika Koroibete has been good. Lenny Kitoa was the surprise package for me so far, and he's really gelling really very well with Samu Kerevi. So expecting a big one, combination between those two teams. Then Quade Cooper and Nick White, very formidable combination as well. Rob Valentini, Michael Hooper has been doing really well so far. And then Rob Leota coming in for his debut today. So looking forward to see what he can do. And then Tanila Tupou and Falau Fainga has been quite exceptional as well. So that's the lineup for the Australian team. Let's quickly go and have a look at the Argentina lineup for today's game. Jean Cruz Malia, Santiago Cordero, Lucio Cinti, Santiago Cocobares, Bafeli, then Santiago Carreras, Gonzalo Bertrano, Pablo Matera, Marcus Kremer, Jean-Martin Gonzalez, Thomas Lavanini, Matias Alemano, Santiago Medrano, Julian Montoya, and then Facunda Kekena. So I think it's the same side that gave the All Blacks quite a go for a while. So I expect them to really try and give a go at this Wallaby side throughout this game as well. Expecting a tight game throughout the first half, and in the second half we'll see what happens there. Stephen Lennon says next week's going to be another close game. I think so too, Stephen. So yeah, looking at this lineup, Jean Cruz Malia has been really good for the Pumas. I mean, Cocobares had a really good game. Santiago Carreras was the man for me last week against the All Blacks. So hopefully he can steer this Argentina to a good contest today. And then Pablo Matera, Marcus Kremer, and Martin Gonzalez has been good. Lavanini impressed last week, along with Alemano, Medrano, Montoya, and Gagena. A formidable outfit for Argentina as well. Having a look at the two benches for this game quickly. Feletti, Kaitu'u, Angus Bell, Tom Robinson, Darcy Swine, Pete Samu, Tate McDermott, James O'Connor, and Jordan Patea. Against Santiago Cecina, Rodrigo Martinez, Enrique Pereto, Guido Petty, Jaquan Ovido, Gonzalo Garcia, Domingo Miotti, and then Matia Carreras as well on the bench. So should be quite interesting to see how the Wallabies use their bench. I mean, Pete Samu has been phenomenal off the bench as of late. James O'Connor coming in today. We'll see how things go. And then Jordan Patea, obviously a very dangerous player as well, forming a formidable combination there at the back. For Argentina, Guido Petty is probably the guy to look at, as well as Matia Carreras. Not expecting too fire from the Argentinas on the bench, but the starting lineup will have to do it for them today, I think. Right, guys, let me know in the comments section who you guys are going for today. It should be a slow stream, this one. We've got around 12 votes already saying that Argentina will win. 67% saying Argentina will win Australia today, while 33% says Australia today. Pete Pompey says, come on, Argies, pull up and upset. So I don't know whether it would be such a big upset because, I mean, games between these two teams are always very, very tight, especially between these two teams. And I'm expecting a close, hard-fought game between them as well. I mean, this Australian side is now on a high. They've got 2 great victories over South Africa. So definitely looking like a team to beat at the moment. So Argentina on the other side have gone down a couple of times already. So let's hope to see a really good game here today. Guys, don't forget to press the like button and also subscribe to the channel. We've now reached over 5,000 subscribers. So our next goal would be the 6,000 marker. Justice Service says, I'd love for the Argentinians to win, but the Wallabies are going to run them sideways, is the call from Justice Server today. So the Wallabies now playing today. I think it's an indigenous jersey. Looks a little bit more dark green and then the white. And then Argentina will be playing in a dark blue kit. So there might be a bit of confusion to the kits today. Stephen Lennon says, I pick Australia as they've improved. And Louis Carevo says Australia will win this game. So yeah, it's a close one. It could go anyway at the end of the day, guys. I personally think it's going to come down to the wire, but I might be wrong. Just want to put in a few tags going along the way here. But Australia, on current form, should win this game quite comfortably at the end of the day. But you can never trust Los Pumas. I mean, they're there for a reason. They're in the championship for a reason. And always good to see them playing against the best in the business. So definitely see Australian victory today, but you never know with this Australian side at all. It could easily go the other way around as well. You never know. Sorry guys, just for that. Hold up, the players are now running onto the field as well. So looking forward to a decent game between these two teams. Nothing up for grabs. It's basically a dead rubber here. But still should be quite an entertaining battle between the two sides as well. I'm thinking maybe Australia by around 10 to 15 points, give or take. But I wouldn't write off Argentina victory as well today. Just for the mere fact that they are playing some decent rugby at times as well. We could see a rise in the Argentina rugby like we've seen with Australia as of late. So always looking for that interesting type of game where you wouldn't expect them to do well and then they suddenly come and do a really good job. Pete Pompey says Aussies are definitely the favourites. Louis says good voice commentator. Thanks for that one. Achilles is joining Guru Legend. Those subs growing. Yes, we're getting there, Achilles, and I must say thank you to you as well. You're really helping me quite a lot as the moderator of this channel. Pete Pompey says, "Hi Guru, so close this morning. Hopefully the boys can make us proud in Europe. Well done to the Lions yesterday." And then Achilles says, "Lions won." Yeah, they won. They took a 35 points to 0 lead at half time. And then Zebra came back in the second half. The Lions won it 38 to 26 in the end of the day. Antoinette Caliber says, "Yeah, Guru, the best of all channels." Thank you for that comments, guys. Really appreciate it. Feeling a little bit down after the Springbok loss this morning. But, I mean, business goes on as usual. And we just have to pick ourselves up for this game as well. We still got some really good games coming up today. Got the Wallabies in Argentina now. After that, we've got the Stormers versus Benetton. And then later today, we've got the Bulls against Leinster. And then also the Sharks up against Munster. So looking forward to some really, really good entertaining rugby over the week of the course of the day. Obviously, there's some rugby tomorrow as well, guys. But I will be only doing the South African games for the URC. And really important ones for the rest. Like maybe Leinster versus Munster. That sort of games. But yeah, it's a really good weekend for rugby. Achilles says, glad to be with you, Guru, and thanks for the kind words, mate. No problem, Achilles. That's good for SA Rugby, Guru. A win for South Africa overseas is always good. Yeah, it's always the question. You have to beg the question and ask, was the Lions good or was Zebra just terrible? And in that first half, Zebra were absolutely horrendous. The Lions played really well, and then Zebra played really well in the second, and the Lions were just really awful in that second half. So you could look at it either way at the end of the day, really. Right, we're just busy with the national anthem, guys. So as soon as that is done, we will be starting this game. So it should be a quite interesting battle between the two teams. Right, so just awaiting on the start of this game. Just want to do some extra updates here, guys, because obviously we got the game after this one. It's been a hectic build-up to the matches today. I thought I had plenty of times, but at the end of the day, I ran a little bit short on time. But we are here and we are getting ready for this entertaining game between these two teams as well. I'm very sure that it will be a very interesting game between these two teams. Right, so national anthem still going on at the moment. Just building up while I put in some tags for the other games, guys. Really looking forward to an incredible contest between these two sides as well. Michael Hooper looks chilled and relaxed today. I don't know whether Australia will underestimate the Wallabies, Argentina today. Let's hope it's not going to be the case. That they really respect this Argentina side for the type of playing that they've done over the course as well. Because they really played well against the All Blacks last week. One cannot shy away from that at all. Yeah, the anthems are taking quite some time here, but we should start in just a minute or two. Looking forward to some really entertaining running rugby between the two sides. Right, just going to stop that there, and then we'll work it from there. Right, so Australia busy with their national anthem, so we should start any minute now, guys. The Stormers are playing Benetton Treviso. Right, Achilles says, good luck to the Sharks and Bulls later today. Yeah, and the Stormers too, not that anyone cares about them. Come on, Achilles, don't be like that, man. Stormers still giving us grief for the losing to Benetton, says Pete Pompies. And, right, so this game should start any second now. Let's see if Australia will keep up to the kind of performance that they've done against the Springboks. Right, I think it's going to be Australia to kick this game off for us, guys. Looking forward to a good forward battle, and the backlines really running the ball wide and left and right all the way. Some very good and hopeful Argentinian fans in the crowd as well today. So, yeah, we're about to get this game underway, guys. Career caps is 2 already. So, Rob Leota's not making his debut. Maybe run on debut. I guess it is then. Right, so it's going to be Australia to start off this game, guys. And looking forward to this one. Here we go. It is going to be Quade Cooper to get this game. Well, in fact, no, it's Nick White who's going to open up this game first. And here we go. The start of this game. Deep kick in from Australia, taken by Carreras very early on. And a kick downfield, not going to find touch. And now into the hands of Quade Cooper on the 10-meter line. Here they go. A kick downfield, straight down the middle. Nothing special about that. And Carreras is going to send it back with interest as well, behind the Australian player Reece Hodge there. Bounce of the ball inside at 22, no pressure at all, and he's going to run it out of his own 22 and kick it straight down the middle as well. Now it's Buffelli with a chance here. He's also going to put it to the boot. It's just a kicking battle at the moment, taken by Andrew Callaway inside his 22, and now gets the kick away into touch. And finally, we're going to have a line out between the halfway line and the 10-meter line of Australia. Right, let's probably just put in the timer as well there, guys. Completely forgot about that. So 39 minutes to go in the second half. 1 minute gone. Line out taken by Argentina now. Pablo Matera, Bertrand, out it goes to the outside centre, making his way over the 10-meter line. Here comes Bertrand again now, gives it out to Marcus Kremer. Kremer over the 10-meter line. He goes now, Bertrand. Out it goes to Gonzalez. Now Carreras, Cocobares, Matera. A bit of space here for Buffelli. Just short of the 22 now is Argentina. Looking pretty good now. Bertrand out to Alemano. Alemano just short of the 22 now. Needs to penalty advantage coming now. Kremer. Kremer again up to the 22-meter line, right in the middle of the field now. Bertrand, Carreras. Carreras tries to throw a little dummy tackle by Valentini behind the advantage line. So we're coming back for that penalty to Argentina. So a good start there from them and really putting the pressure onto them very early on in this one. Right, it's looking really good for Argentina very early on. So it looks like they might be going for a shot at goal here and trying to put the pressure on Australia very, very early on in this game. 2.5 minutes gone. It's going to be Buffelli to have a shot at goal here for Argentina. Keely says, when Guru commentated at rugby stadiums, he will have me with him there. Absolutely. Clifford says, how do deaf people watch a rugby game? So I'm not sure. They'll probably just look at the screen. Sudayas says, go Argentina. My favorite rugby player is Pablo Matera, says Sudayas. Right, so here we go. Buffelli with the first kick of the game. Can he put Argentina into the lead here? Lining it up nicely. And, oh, no, it's going to go to the left of the post. So a first early opportunity goes a-begging for Argentina here. 3.5 minutes gone. So Australia's going to restart this from the 22-meter line. And it's going to be Nick White to get them out of their own 22 this time round. Right, here comes the kick straight down the middle of the field, collected by Jean-Cruz Malia. Right on the 10-meter line, goes to the air. The chase comes now. Let's see what's going to happen with this one. Oh, it's beautifully taken by Buffelli. It's advantage to Argentina, knock on from Australia. Here comes Lavanini. Lavanini right between the 10 and the 22-meter line now. Bertrand gets it out to Carreras. Carreras gets it out to Cocobares. Cocobares just short of the 22 now. Here they come again, Marcus Kremer. Just taking it up nicely for them. Bertrand waiting for it. Now Lavanini, tried to look for Jean-Cruz Malia, but the ball in behind, and now it's play on, says the referee. Australia's got it over the halfway line now. Nick White waiting for this ball to come out. Gets it out to Matt Phillip now. A chance here for Simon Carrera. He breaks open the line. Over the 22-meter line he goes. Good tackle from Carreras. Now Nick White gets it back to James Slipper now. 10 meters out from the try line. Right in the middle of the field. Here comes Quade Cooper. Out to Reece Hodge. Reece Hodge tries to break the gap. Does so in style. And gets over for the first try for the Wallabies. Great attack there from them as they open up the scoreboard through Reece Hodge, beating 2 defenders in that movement. So the Wallabies now take the lead by 5 points to 0. Great attacking play there from the Wallabies. Samu Karevi breaking the first line of defense from Gonzalez. And then from there just took it over the 22. Good tackle from Carreras, but just quick ball back for Australia. And Reece Hodge just breaking through the defense of, I think it's Jean-Cruz Malia, who missed him there. Just let's have another look at that one. Yeah, no, it was through the defense of the outside centre there. And it was Lucio Sinti who missed the tackle there. Perfect start to the Wallabies here. and they're looking pretty decent. Right, so 5 points to nil after just 6 minutes of play here, and the Wallabies starting off with a bang. Yeah, early opportunity missed there by Poffelli, and after that it just went horribly wrong for them, with Australia now having an opportunity to get into the lead by, well, take a 7-point lead into this game. Defensively, Argentina needs to be more sound if they want any chance of winning this game at all. Right, so Quade Cooper now lining this one up. Can he add the extra 2 points for them? Yeah, no problem with that. So 7 points to nil it is to the Wallabies after just 6.5 minutes of play. Exactly the start that they would have wanted here in this game. Kuruz, who's your favorite rugby player? All-time favorites. So Christian, my favorite rugby player growing up was definitely Butch James. I love the way he tackled and really crushed the opposition. But I mean, always been a fan of P.S. Spies and Skalkberger and all those guys. Really great players. Right, Australia's got it inside at 22 now. Working it through Rob Leota. About 10 meters out from their own try line. Nick White just controlling it at the back of the ruck here for Australia. Going with the box kick over the top and not going to find touch, but John Cruz Malia has knocked that ball on, and it's going to be a scrum down to the Wallabies between, well, roundabout on halfway. Right, go Argentina. But you, for my first Bokke, says Antoinette Gerber. What time will you be doing the Springbok All Black game? Ask Williams. So we'll find out what the time is for that one. The All Blacks have already won the game, William. So 19-17. Right, so scrum down here to the Wallabies. Roundabout on halfway now. 8 minutes gone in this game. And it's Australia who's taken a good 7-point lead into this game. Try by Reece Hodge after breaking the defense of Sinti. Right, that scrum is going to go up and we will have a reset scrum here. 7 points to nil it is, Australia leading. Don't forget, guys, to press the like button and also subscribe if you're new to the channel. 7 points to nil, the Wallabies leading Argentina at the moment. First scrum of the day. The first scrum has gone down. Reset scrum. And Nick White will reset this one and throw it in again. 9 minutes gone in this first half. Australia leading by 7 points to nil. Nick White feeds it to the scrum. No, it's going to go up again. So another reset scrum coming up. That's 2 minutes wasted in this game already. But it is what it is. Scrums are part of the game, unfortunately. Pete Pompey says, for me it's a toss-up between Ruben Creer and Andre Venter. Two really good flankers as well. I mean, Andre Venter, you couldn't have gotten a harder man to do the job, Pete. So I have to agree with you there. US Van der Westhuizen is obviously also one of my favorites. I really like James Small as well. There were so many good players over the course of the years. So definitely looking forward to getting more of those sort of players for the Springboks. A scrum penalty this time for the Wallabies, and Argentina under pressure there. So 7 points to nil and a penalty to come right on halfway. Will Research have a shot at goal, or will they kick this into touch? No, they've decided to kick for touch here. So Research will go and find the touchline here for us. Kick finds touch roundabout on the 22-meter line. 10 minutes gone in this game. 7-0 Australia leading Argentina at the moment. Right, throwing coming from Falau Fainga. Finds his jumper quite easily. Isaac Rodder now on the 22-meter line. Maul has been formed here by the Wallabies, and they expect them to really try and grind it out here. Their maul has been pretty solid this last couple of games. Nick White waiting for it at the back. Gets it out now. Here's a chance for Sama Karevi. Loops around with Quade Cooper. Here comes Reece Hodge again. Trying to break the line of defense. This time Sinti's got him. Just over the 22-meter line. Now Nick White switches here with Falau Fainger. Over the 22 they go. About 15 meters out from the try line. But penalty to Argentina. Players diving off their feet there. Is the call from the referee. So 11 minutes gone. And it's 7 points to 0. Penalty to Argentina. Right about 15 meters out from their own try line. Good defense there from them. And giving the Wallabies a bit of problems there at ruck time. Right, so Argentina can now kick this. Carreras puts it into touch roundabout on halfway for Argentina. And lineouts coming up for Los Pumas. Great work so far from them. Just trying to keep the Wallabies out at all costs. But Australia did strike first in this game. 7 points to 0. Try by Reece Hodge gets the try for them. Yeah, Achilles, no problem, and we'll see you probably with that Bulls game later on as well. So Montoya throws it in, fights Alemano. Of the back comes Matera. Gets it out to Bertrand. Now Sinti. Sinti over halfway. Goes Argentina now. Right in the middle of the field. Bertrand to Kremer. Kremer almost up to the 10-meter line now. Bertrand. Back it comes to Alemano. Now Carreras loops around. Forward pass there from Pablo Matera. And we're coming back for that one. Roundabout on halfway. So a bit over eager from Pablo Matera there. Just slapping that ball forward in the pass. There was an overlap definitely for them. Boffelli could have been into space had that ball been passed correctly. Well, it is what it is, unfortunately. So scrum down here to the Wallabies now. Back weights for this one. 912 kilos for the Wallabies to the 900 of the Argentinians. So a 19 kilogram difference between the two sides at scrum time. We've had 2 scrum resets and a scrum penalty to the Wallabies in this opening 13 minutes of the game. Right, that's a much better scrum this time. Will they get another penalty advantage? Yes, they will. Nick White waiting for it now. Gets it out to Andrew Callaway. Switches back inside to Sama Karevi. He has broken straight through up to the 22-meter line. A pass don't stick, unfortunately. But we will be coming back for a penalty to the Wallabies. Advantage not over, says the referee. And that's a long advantage. Oh, Argy Bargy punchbacks flying at the moment between the two sides here. And we all know you do not mess with the Argentinians. They're a bunch of very emotional players. So, yeah, I would recommend the Wallabies not to try and do that today. So, 26 minutes to go in this first half. And, yeah, it looked like there was a couple of punches been thrown. But we'll just have another look at this real quickly. Yeah, so Michael Hooper started it all. And then it escalated a little bit further, and then there was a little bit of a poor man's slap from Samu Karevi on Lavanini, but really nothing in it at the end of the day. Right, so the referee just talking to the two captains there. Time has been stopped, so let's stop it from my side as well, and then start it again. So there will be 25 and a half minutes to go after the clock gets started again. So the referee having none of this nonsense here early on from between the two sides. Julian Montoya just having another word with the referee there. But we are going back for that penalty to the Wallabies for offside from Argentina. So let's see where the referee is going back to. I think it's halfway around where the penalty will be given. Right, Australia still leading by 7 points to 0 after that great start from them in the end. So, yeah, they've opted to go for goal from here. So Michael Hooper has signalled that they should be going for goal from here. can take a 10-point lead going into this 25. Well, no, they're not. They are going to go for touch instead. So they find touch round about, is it 15 meters out from, well, 10 meters, give or take, away from Argentina's try line. Bilal Finder with the throw into this line out, gets it to the back to Rob Valentini. And here they come, Nick White now, out to Danilo Tupou. He's knocked it on, unfortunately. And advantage to Argentina now. Bertrano gets it out to Carreras under pressure behind his own try line. And we're going back for that scrum down. Danilo Tupou just unable to keep his hands there on the ball and knocks it on, unfortunately. Right, so after a great tackle from Marcus Kremer, it is going to be a scrum down to Argentina right on their own try line. So can Argentina clear this ball and make their way up through the middle here? It's important that they win their own scrum and work from there. It is going to be Bertrano to feed this ball to the scrum as well. Guys, for those of you who are new to the channel, don't forget to press that like button and subscribe to the channel as well, as there will be plenty of rugby coming your way today and for the rest of the year. Bertrano now to feed this ball to the scrum for Argentina. Oh, the scrum goes down again. What's this, the referee? Penalty to Argentina then. So relief for them about 10 meters from their own try line. Right, so Carreras will kick this downfield. We've had about 16 and a half minutes gone in this first half. Still 23 and a half to go. The kick downfield is going to find touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Argentina's half. And they can now try and set this line out up and then maybe drive from there and then just clear it again, maybe, one would say. So the last 5 penalties conceded, 3 from Australia and 2 from Argentina. Right, Montoya throws it in. Alemano couldn't collect it well for them. So Australia now got this ball. Nick White gets it out to Rob Leota. Andrew Callaway has come in to join nicely. Now Nick White out to Samu Karevi. Loops around with Quade Cooper. Callaway again, just 5 meters short of the 22 is Australia now. Nick White gets it out. Back inside it comes now. Still 5 meters out now. Quade Cooper gets it off to Samu Karevi again. He's going to try and straighten the line. Gets the offload away to Quade Cooper again now. Valentini. Australia's lost a bit of ground now. Isaac Rodda making his way up now. 10 meters on the 10-meter line. Quade Cooper trying to hit the gap. Just short of the 22 now. Brought down. Beautiful defense from them. Here they come again. Danilo Tupou now. Storms his way up to over the 22-meter line. Brought down just 5 meters inside the 22. Penalty advantage coming. Now comes back Nick White to James Slipper. Right on the 22-meter line now. Nick White gets it back to Quade Cooper. Puts a little stab through. Leniki Toas chasing after it. He's got it. But he scored a meter short now. It's Samu Karevi over the try line, held up. And it looks like it's been held up by Argentina. So we might have a look here. But I think it's been held up. Yeah, stop the clock. Stop the clock. They are going to have a look at this. 18 minutes into this game. 7 points to 0 leading is Australia. And now with another opportunity to get another try here. But I think Samu Karevi might just be held up over the try line there. Nice little stab through from Quade Cooper there. Just opening up the space for Lenny Kitoa. The bounce of the ball was kind. He recovered it, got tackled. Then Samu Karevi took it in and held up short, surely. Let's have a look there. Yeah. Oh, he's knocked it on. He has knocked it on, is Samu Karevi. So I think that's going to be a scrum down to Argentina. It looked like the ball got knocked on. So we'll have another look at it real quickly. Just waiting on the TMO decision. So, oh, the try's been awarded. So it's try time to Australia. It's been deemed to not be knocked on. So try time to them. And that's right under the post. So no problem. Should be coming with a kick at goal. So 14 points to 0 it is then. And yeah, it is what it is. Australia looking well and truly on their way to winning this game quite comfortably, if this is going to continue the way it's going at the moment. Right, yeah, Easy Rolly says we got a hell lot of rugby incoming, which is true. Anthony says just watch the All Black Springbok game. And then thank you, Guru, for the commentary. You're simply the best, Kat. Thank you, Kat, for that one as well. South Africa played the way we expect them to play. They were brilliant. Well done from a Kiwi, says Anthony Corboy. Sorry. So 14 points to 0 it is now. And Argentina in some trouble. Restart and a penalty to Argentina from the restart. Obstruction there from the Wallabies. So a chance now for Argentina to get back into this game. Surely they can't kick for goal from here. Montoya has opted to go for goal. Right on the 10 meter line, right in the middle of the field. Argentina will have a shot at goal from here. So one wonder what the call would be for that. Probably just to get off the scoreboard at least, or out of that 0. So Buffelli now lining it up for Argentina, right in the middle of the field on the 10 meter line. Can they get their first points of the game? He's already missed one kick, is Buffelli. On the 20-minute mark now, can Argentina get their first points of the game? He is lining this up as Buffelli now. Just taking his time with it as well. Right, let's see what happens with this one. That one is going to go straight through the middle. So Argentina do have their first points of the game. 14 points to 3 it is. And I don't know why my stop clock is saying still 20 minutes, 23 minutes to go. There's 20 minutes to go in this first half. Right, so here we go. 14 points to 3 it is. Restart from Nick White. The long kick, that's going to go too far and directly into touch. And now an opportunity here for Argentina to scrum on halfway. Good stuff from from Argentina, just to put the pressure onto the Wallabies here. 14 points to 3 with 20 minutes to go. Scrum down to Argentina now, and a good opportunity for them to put more pressure on them. Right, scrum down, Bertrand to feed this ball into the scrum for them. And can they unsettle the Wallabies here right now? Scrum feed from Bertrand, and taking his time with that as well. Now they've got it, and here they come. Big scrum from the Wallabies. Will they secure this ball? Now it is Argentina who's got it, and here comes Alemano. But the referee has deemed that there's a little knock on, and it's going to be a scrum down to the Wallabies instead. So unforced errors really coming into play now, and yeah, it's really sad the way things are going at the moment. Too many errors from both sides, too many knock-ons as well. Right, so you can see the frustration on the Desma's face in the coaching box here for the for Argentina. So scrum down to Australia. Still got 18 and a half minutes to go in this first half. Nick White to feed this ball to the scrum for them. And let's see what happens from here. Solid scrum this time from both sides. Nick White waiting for it, gets it off the back now. Lenny Kitoa puts it to the boot. The chase is on here, but Jean-Cruz Malia has taken it beautifully just outside of his own 22 now. Sets up a ruck now. Bertrand gets it out to Lavanini. Lavanini makes a couple of meters now. Bertrand again. Back it comes to Carreras. Carreras kicks it downfield. Not going to find touch into the hands of Quade Cooper. Here comes Andrew Callaway now. Andrew Callaway puts it to the boot as well. Kicks it downfield into the hands of Carreras. Carreras now going to send it back with interest as well. Not going to find touch as well into the hands of Quade Cooper now. Quade Cooper on the halfway line going for a little distance kick. Not straight down the middle, and that's going to go into the hands of Jean-Cruz Malia again. who puts it to the boot and finally finds touch here, roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Argentina half. Stephen Lennon says, never doubted the box. Next week will be a crackerjack. Absolutely. Right, Falau Fainga with a throw into this line out now, right on the 10-meter line. Here they come. Overthrown, unfortunately, but into the hands of Quade Cooper. But again, handbacks looking to... The referee has blown on the whistle, so it's going to be a scrum down, I think, to Argentina. Right on the 10-meter line. Yeah, he's controlling this game pretty well. I'm not sure who the referee is, but he's controlling the tempers quite well at the moment. Yeah, unnecessary from Medrano there. Just looking for trouble with Quade Cooper, unfortunately, there. But anyway, it's going to be a scrum down, and it's going to be a Pumas feed to the scrum. Right on the 10-meter line inside their own half at the moment. Right, no, it's actually going to be Australian ball. So Nick White to feed this ball to the scrum for Australia right on the 10-meter line. Right, another solid scrum from the Wallabies trying to push the Pumas back. And a penalty coming the way of Australia there. Just controlling the set pieces at the moment. And the scrum is one of them where they're really dominating at the moment. No, Argentina's had one himself, but apart from that, it's been all Wallabies at the moment at scrum time. 4 penalties conceded by Australia, 3 by Argentina. But the one area where they are getting quite the overload is at scrum time. Reece Hodge kicks that ball into touch, run about 15 meters out from the try line. So another chance now for them to get things going. Sudaya is asking who's the Argentina captain. So it is Julian Montoya who is the captain of Argentina. Right, throw incoming. Oh, it's been stolen by Argentina now. And Boffelli is going to try and run this about 10 meters out from his own try line. Brought down really quickly now. Bertrand gets it out to Carreras. And Carreras is going to hit that downfield. Not going to find touch. Into the hands of Callaway on halfway. Gets it out to Marika Corabetti now. Offloads to Samu Karevi now. Behind the advantage line a little bit. Caught by Kokabaris. Between the 10 and the halfway line. Here they come. Matt Phillip now. Matt Phillip just short of the 10-meter line. Now Nick White. Nick White gets it out to Corabetti. Loses it behind. And now a chance here for Argentina maybe to get this ball off them. They do get it. And Argentina's got the ball now. Just inside the half of Argentina. Here they come. Carreras now out to Jean Cruz Malia. Carreras again. Back. Oh, just nearly hit the gap there on halfway. Now needs support. Oh, it's been stolen by Australia now. And Nick White is going to kick that into space. That ball is going to roll all the way. Now, just short of the try line. And now Jean Cruz Malia can kick it downfield again. Australia nearly winning that 50-22 call there as well. So line out coming up on the 22-meter line here for Australia. Yeah, it's just too sloppy at the moment from both sides really. But definitely Australia taking a good comfortable lead into this first half. 14-3 at the moment with 14 minutes to play. Right, the throw taken by Leota off the back now. It's Falaufinder out to Rob Valentini. Over the 22-meter line they go. Now Nick White gets it back to Matt Phillip. Offloads to Samu Karevi. About 10 meters out from the try line. Quade Cooper now. Quade Cooper gets it back to Danila Tupou. Danila Tupou is still about 10 meters out. Penalty to Argentina there. Holding on the ground. And a good penalty one there by Argentina on the ground. Great stuff there. And with 12 minutes to go in this first half, you would think that... let's just stop that and put it back. So 12 minutes to play in this first half. Argentina winning that penalty there on the ground. Great stuff from them. Just keeping in touch in this game though. So penalty now to Argentina. Kick it downfield and find touch. Roundabout between the 10 and the halfway line. Inside their own half is Argentina. Right, so line out to Argentina between the 10 and the halfway line at the moment. And an opportunity now for them to maybe try and have a go here at Australia. We haven't seen them going at them just yet. Marika asking who's the Australian number 8. It is Rob Valentini today. Overthrown by Argentina and collected by Michael Hooper now. Inside the half of Argentina up to the 10-meter line. Nick White now gets it out to Leota. Quade Cooper again now. Karevi. Out it goes to Lenny Kitoa. Reese Archer's an overlap here. Andrew Callaway up to the 22-meter line. He goes. Still going. Over it goes now. And penalty advantage coming for Australia now. Disrupting that ball on the ground is Pablo Matera. And he gives away the penalty. So penalty to Australia right on the 22-meter line. Great running from the Wallabies. Just opening up the space. And I must say Andrew Callaway reminds me a lot of Clyde Rathbone in his earlier days. Playing a very similar type of brand of rugby from Andrew Callaway at the moment. Right, the kick from Reese Archer's going to find touch 5 meters out from the try line. So with 10 minutes to go in this first half, it's another chance now for the Wallabies to attack. Folau Fainga to throw it in. Disrupted again as the line out, but it's a knock-on advantage to the Wallabies from that one. Comes back now, Nick White out to Karevi. He's going to straighten the line. Good tackle from Matera. Now Rob Valentini, 5 meters out from the try line. Here comes the Wallabies again. Nick White trying to snipe on his own. Penalty advantage coming now. Now Quade Cooper at scrum off, gets it out to Callaway. Callaway is going to try and straighten the line. Big tackle from Lavanini on him. Still 5 meters out is Australia now. Can they get there? That's the big question now. Still coming 2 meters short now. Tanila Tupou just short as well. Gets it back to Rob Valentini. Can he bust his way over? No, just held up short. Here comes Nick White again. He's going to dive for the line. He's got it down. Surely must be a try. The referee was out of position there, but there shouldn't be any problem with that one. It should be a try time to the Wallabies. Time is off. He's going to check this out, but I do believe that a try has been scored there. The referee wasn't in position to see that one, but it looked pretty solid from Nick White. I think he should be confident in that one as well. So let's have a look there. Hits it. Oh. Well, I don't know if the rule is still the same, but it did ground it up against the post. But I don't think that rule counts anymore. So that might be a knock-on if the rule didn't change. But if it did, then it's not going to be a try. But if the rule is still the same, it's try time to the Wallabies. They change the rules so often. So let's see what the call will be. Right, so no try. So that rule has changed. And we are going to come back to a penalty, I think, to the Wallabies. 9 minutes left in this first half. And, well, there's an injury break as well at the moment. So let's just re-input that clock. James Slipper, the man getting attention at the moment here for the Wallabies. So 9 minutes to go in this first half, guys. The Wallabies taking a resounding lead so far and just playing Argentina off their feet at the moment. Decent rugby from them. Quade Cooper will have a shot at goal though, so time is back on. But I will correct the clock to 8 minutes as soon as this kick goes over. So a chance now for Quade Cooper just to increase the lead back to 14 points. 17 to 3 it should be after this kick. So I think we should already just correct that one. 17 points to 3 it will be. And 8 minutes to go in this first half. Yeah, straight through the middle it goes. So 17 points to 3. The Wallabies are leading this game with 8 minutes to go in the first half. Louis asking time, please. Yeah, so it's 8 minutes to go in this first half. Right, so Australia doing a good job at keeping Argentina at bay today. Just playing some really good rugby, good with the forwards and running with the back line. Right, Carreras to restart this one now. And a deep kick in this time, collected by Reece Hodge inside a 22. Good tackle from Sinti and Pablo Matera. Nick White waiting for this ball about 15 meters out from his own try line. Just setting it up for the forwards, and then will probably go with the box kick himself. Yeah, does look like he will be going with the box kick over the top himself. Goes for it, and now the chase is on from Marika Corabetti. That ball is going to go directly into touch, but it's inside the 22, so it will be a line out to Argentina between the halfway line and the 10-meter line inside Wallabies territory. 7 minutes to go in this first half. Can Argentina strike before half-time? John says the box mentality must be struggling now. 3 losses in a row is tough to come back. We'll defeat them convincingly next week. Right, here comes the Wallabies now over halfway. And a kick ahead from Salmo Karevi taken by Jean-Cruz Malia, who kicks it downfield again. And not going to find touch into the hands of Quade Cooper now. Quade Cooper is going to try and kick it for distance as well into the hands of Carreras. Inside his own 22, now goes out of it and puts the little kick in behind Corabetti, but he makes the mark as well. No, he hasn't made the mark, so he's going to kick it from just outside his 22 now. Into the hands of Carreras again. Carreras trying to look for space in behind. That's going to go directly into touch. So it's going to be a line out to Australia just outside of the 22 of Argentina. And with 5.5 minutes to go, it could be trouble again here for Argentina. So between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside Argentina half now, it's a chance for Australia again. 17 points to 3 it is. And a line out to the Wallabies. Right, Falau Fainga to throw this ball in for them. Taken by Matt Phillip, but it's disrupted again. Comes back the way of Nick White now. Quade Cooper. Samu Karevi is going to try and straighten the line. Right on the 10-meter line. The ball comes back. Nick White now. Quade Cooper. Space opening up. Lenny Gitawa. Research. Now Andrew Callaway with a little chip over the top. The chase is on here, but it's Kokobaras who wins it. And into touch he goes. So, whose line out is this going to be? Not sure. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be Australian line out here inside the 22 of Argentina. So, yeah, it was taken by Kokobaras and ran into touch about 10 meters out from their own try line at the moment. 4.5 minutes to go now. It's Falau Fainga with the throw into this line out for Australia. It's going to be taken by Isaac Rodder. Maul has been formed by Australia now. Will it start to move forward at some time? Falau Fainga has got it at the back here. And Argentina has done phenomenally well to stop that. And that ball, will it come back to... No, it's not going to come back for Australia. And it's going to be a scrum down to Los Pumas. Great counter maul there from them. And it's going to be a scrum down to Argentina about 5 meters inside the 22. Great work again there from Argentina. Just when you think that Australia will now start to run away with the game, they give away... Well, Argentina do good defense and Australia mess it up. So scrum down here now to the Argentinians about 15 meters out from their own try line. Elazur says, cheers bro, good commentary, blessings, thank you so much there, Elazur. And then Viniana says the Wallabies. Right, so scrum down. Let's see if Australia can put the pressure on Argentina here. With 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Bertrano feeds that ball. It's a free kick to Argentina. Not a penalty, just a free kick. And they'll probably try and clear this as far downfield as possible. And Carrera's got his hands on the ball as well there. Right, so Carrera's to kick this downfield for them. It's only a free kick, remember. So if he gets it out, it's going to be a Wallaby line out. Important that he gets it out quite far enough. So here we go now, the kick downfield, and that is going to find touch. Quick throw in here from the Wallabies. No, says the referee, we can't have a quick throw in. There's one player down at the moment, it seems. Wow, why is it going to be an Argentina line out? Did I miss something down the line? Well, anyway, it's going to be a line out to Argentina on halfway here. Is it a 22-50 rule maybe? Right, Alemano now takes it in now. Pablo Matera out, it goes to Bertrano, to Cocabares. He lines it up now. Bertrano again. Marcus Kremer up to over the 10-meter line here for Argentina. Can I get quick ball? Bertrano back to Carreras. Oh, thumping tackle from Corabetti, putting them back to the halfway line is Argentina now. Here they come again. Julian Montoya caught on halfway now. Needs support from Alemano. Bertrano gets it out. Throws a little pop pass back to Marcus Kremer. He's knocked it on. And now there's a chance here for the Wallabies. Samu Karevi caught on halfway, unfortunately. Now comes back to Nick White. Quade Cooper. Back it comes to Research now. Lene Kitoa. Lene Kitoa over halfway. He goes, tries to break free. Still going up to the 10-meter line. Now brought down. Nick White waiting for it. Now Leota. Leota scrambles the ball but gets it back right on the 10-meter line here. And, the referee has stopped playing almost immediately. One of the Argentinian players are down at the moment. And with a minute to go, it's not looking good. I think it's Julian Montoya who's going to receive. No, it's not. It is the number one prop, Fakunda Kagena, who has gone down almost immediately, and the referee had to call it. So maybe going for a HIA test after that one. Surely he can't continue like that. He has tried to stand up almost immediately, but yeah, probably will have to go for that test. Currently, medics are looking at him, but he looks fine for me. Just a little bit dazed, so they have to go for a head assessment, surely. 17 points to 3 with a minute to play in this first half. And let's just see what the call from the referee will be. So 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in this first half. Scrum is going to come now for Australia, I think, who had the possession. So they will have one last crack here before half time. 17 points to 3 they lead. Just still waiting for that attention to be done to Kagena. So 56 carries from Australia to the 16 of Argentina. 255 meters made, while Argentina's only made 65 meters. Defense have been 54 tackles from Argentina, 27 from Australia, 13 missed tackles to the 2 of Australia, and an 81 to a 93% completion at tackling rate. Right, so here's going off for that test, guys. So we've got a minute and 10 seconds to go in this first half. Will we see something from Australia right here before half time? The scrum goes to them roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Argentina half, and it is Rodrigo Martinez who's on for Kigena. Just a minute to go in this first half, and Australia is going to have the feed to the scrum. Nick White to feed this ball in for Australia. Big scrum from the Wallabies so far, just putting them under immense pressure is the Pumas side. Now Nick White getting it up to Samu Karevi, who's going to straighten the line, beats the first two defenders in Bertrano and Carreras, just 5 meters short of the 22 now. Now here comes Leota, big tackle from Marcus Kremer. The ball spills backwards into the hands of Michael Hooper. Still 5 meters outside of the 22 now. Samu Karevi gets it out to Quade Cooper. Now Resort out to Callaway. Callaway into space now, gets it out to Falau Fainga, who knocks it on over the 22-meter line. And Argentina now do have possession about 10 meters out from their own try line. It is going to be Martinez who's going to go down at scrum half for Argentina here. Now it's Bafeli who gets it and just kicks it into touch. So at halftime, then it is 17 points to 3 for the Wallabies. And they've been quite dominant over this Argentina side so far. Ryan Barney says Mertens should be a TMO. I'm not sure what happened there, Barney, but I think Mertens is maybe one of the commentators. Who knows? But anyway, 17 points to 3 at halftime. Guys, it's been quite entertaining so far. Australia taking the dominance and leading this game quite comfortably at halftime. I'm going to take a quick break. When we do come back, we will be doing the second half, guys. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back real soon. Right, guys, we are back here for the second half between these two teams. I mean, the Wallabies just taking control of this first half between the two sides, scoring two beautiful tries, one through Samu Karevi and the other one through Reece Hodge. So two backline tries here for the Wallabies, and then just a sole penalty from Buffelli. He did miss one penalty kick earlier on as well, so it could have been 17-6 at half time, but the Wallabies well and truly on their way to a really good victory here today. If you're going to go through the team lineups and see how they've played so far, Reece Hodge has been brilliant. Andrew Callaway, like I said, reminds me a lot of Clyde Rathbone in his younger years. Lenny Kitoa just going strength to strength. Samu Karevi, on the other hand, has been caught behind the advantage line a couple of times in this first half, so he'll try and look to gain more over the advantage line here in the second half. Marika Koropetti has been quiet. Quade Cooper and Nick White just dictating the play. A lot of useless kicking as well down the field at times by Quade Cooper as well. So he'll be looking for a better second half as well. Rob Valentini, Michael Hooper and Rob Leota has been pretty solid so far. Matt Phillip, Isaac Rodder has been pretty solid as well. Danila Tupou had a little knock on. It could say cost them a try, but apart from that, he's been decent. Falau Fainga has been good, as well as James Slipper has been really decent so far for the Wallabies. Then for Argentina, on the other hand, Jean-Cruz Malia very quiet. Santiago Gordera, if you've hardly seen him in this game, he's just been defending. Then Lucio Cinti is the guy who missed the tackle on Reece Hodge that led to the first try of the game. Santiago Kokobaras is trying hard. Emilia Buffelli is trying hard. Santiago Carreras, also a bit of useless kicking down the field at times. But apart from that, he's had a decent game. Gonzalo Bertrano has been decent as well. Pablo Matera has given away a couple of penalties. His discipline not up to scratch. But overall, a good defensive performance from him. Marcus Kremer, Jean-Martin Gonzalez having a decent game. Thomas Lavanini in there, right in the faces of the Wallabies at the moment, doing a good job. Matias Alemana has been good. Medrano has been okay. Montoya has had a decent game. And then obviously Fakunda Kekena going off just before halftime, probably for a HIA test, just to see whether he will be continuing in the second half. But it's been decent from both sides, really. Australia just been the better of the two teams so far. If you look at the benches still to come, Feletti, Kaitu'u, Angus Bell, Tom Robinson, Darcy Swan, Pete Samu, Dave McDermott, James O'Connor and Jordan Patea could cause some havoc there in the second half as well. Then on the bench for Argentina, Santiago Cecina, Martinez is on the field at the moment, Enrique Pereto, Guido Petty, Jaquan Ovido, Gonzalo Garcia, Domingo Miotti and Matia Carreras as well on the bench there for Argentina. Looking forward to a decent second half from both sides, really. Like I say, Australia really dominating that first half and just showing some great class at times as well. The poll currently on my channel, 150 votes. Who will win? Australia's got it by 76% to the 24 of Argentina. Smitty Toilet says, All Blacks were shocking. Worst performance since the Argies last year. Which I have to kind of agree. I mean, it's not the All Black side that we used to see. Too many handling errors from them as well. I wouldn't say it was the Springboks that played so exceptionally well, because we've just kicked them to pieces all the time. It was just box kick after box kick, after up and under, after up and under. And maybe the All Blacks will have to look at just securing the ball better under the high ball. But apart from that, the handling errors and the breakdown has been an error for them today as well. So I wouldn't say it was the Boks that played so well. It's just more the All Blacks that had an off day, really. And then Smitty says they'll make a drastic improvement next week, which I think might be the case. But never write off the Springboks as well, Smitty, like we saw today as well. I thought for one that the Springboks were going to lose by 20 plus points. And in the end of the day, it was a 2-point game. So, yeah, still anything can happen in a game like this. So we're just awaiting on the second half of this game. The Wallabies, decent lead, a 14-point lead, 2 tries to none. Try scored by Reece Hodge and Samu Kurevi for the Wallabies in that first half. Boffelli getting a penalty and also missing another one. So apart from that, it's just not been that highly entertaining as we would have expected it. Smitty Toilet says, yeah, they had 20 plus handling errors. All Blacks were just letting them win. Which is probably true. I mean, I've never seen the All Blacks make so many handling errors. But then again, nobody has kicked that much to the All Blacks in an 80-minute test match. One could argue and say, because really South Africa kicked them to pieces in that game. I mean, we never really showed any attacking instinct from our side. We kicked most of the game possession away to the All Blacks, and it was just the handling errors and some really good defense from South Africa that put them under pressure at times. Right, the players are about to get back onto the field, guys, so we're going to look ahead to the second half here between these two sides. Then the next 40 minutes will decide the victory for either one of these two teams. But the Wallabies in a demanding lead here, 17 points to 3 at the moment. Right, so Kagena is back on the field after his head assessment test. So I don't see any other replacements on the field just yet. So it's going to be Argentina to get this second half underway for us. And hopefully they can play a better 40 minutes than they've done so far. Right, so the referee signaling for Carreras. The time should be on any second now. Here we go. So the start of the second half, guys. And it is going to be a short kick in from them. And they've managed to win possession there as well as Argentina. So a chance now for them to go on the attack very early on in the second half. Here we go. Chance, John Chris Malia out to Kokobaris, just 5 meters short of the 22 now. Bertrano gets it out to Kagena. Good defense from the Wallabies, just keeping them out at the moment. Now Bertrano, Montoya, out it goes to Matera, making a couple of meters as well now. Bertrano again, Carreras, out to Jean Cruz Malia. Just short of the 22 at the moment. Now Bertrano gets it back now to Medrano. Medrano puts his head down now, Bertrano. Marcus Kremer out to Carreras. Carreras with a long skip pass out to Sinti. Sinti beats one but slips himself. Good tackle from Callaway. Now Bertrano out to Marcus Kremer. They've lost field position, field territory as well again now. Alemano just between the 10 and the 22 meter line now. Here comes Lavanini out to Carreras again. Big tackle there from Tanela Tupo on Carreras, pushing them back to the 10 meter line. Now Bertrano, out it goes to Gagena again. Right on the 10 meter line inside Wallabies territory. Bertrano waiting for this one to come out. He's going to go with a box kick over the top now. The chase coming from Boffelli. Oh, that's a massive collision in the air. Play on, says the referee. And Argentina's got the ball again now. Bertrano now gets it out to Kokobares. Kokobares just 5 meters or 10 meters short of the try line. And a penalty coming the way of Argentina there. The referee saying play on after that collision in the air. And Australia penalised for hands in the ruck there. It looks like one of the players have stayed down here for them. So we'll have to just stop the clock right there. Right, so that collision was quite bad from Reece Hodge and for Boffelli, but the referee didn't play on. Yeah, both players went for the ball in the air. The collision from Reece Hodge and Boffelli, and play on after that. That's what I would have liked to have seen earlier today with the challenge from Dwayne Vermeulen as well, where he got penalised for attacking the line or the jump. Anyway, it is a penalty now to Argentina, and let's just see if there's any more attention to the players. Now, we are going to play this penalty for Argentina, 5 meters from the try line of Australia. Right, just waiting. There we go. Penalty to Argentina. 5 meters out. Carreras just puts it into touch. And a chance now for Argentina. Yeah, blew a lot of 3-point opportunities, says Smitty Toilet. Argentina's a good team. Here they go now. Alemano, 5 meters from the try line. Setting it up nicely now for Argentina. Can they start moving forward? The maul has been formed by them. And it's just going sideways. Now it starts to go forward. And Argentina surely will score from here. It is a try to Montoya. And Argentina strike first here in the second half. Great driving maul there from them. Just winning that one and getting the try. Tempers are flying again between the two sides. But it is going to be a try to Argentina. 3 minutes into the second half. And Argentina strike first in this game. That's good stuff there from them. Just patiently build their way up to that try line through that maul. And they get their opening try of the game. 17 points to 8. Will we see a comeback from Argentina then in the second half? Montoya going over for the try. Right, so conversion coming up from Boffelli now. See, it's a difficult kick, about 5 meters from the left-hand touch line. But Argentina has struck back now, and a chance now for them to really have a go at this Wallaby side for the next 36 minutes or so. Right, guys, we've got 74 people watching. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and also press that like button, guys. The more likes we get, the better the algorithm for this channel will be. So Boffelli with the conversion attempt. That one is going to go. Hits the upright and off. So score remains 17 points to 8 with still 35 minutes to go in the second half. Can Argentina strike back from here? 5 points slip through the boot of Boffelli. Could have been 17 points to 13 now, but we're not going to count that anyway. The restart from the Wallabies taken in by Gonzalez now for Argentina. Martin Gonzalez out to Alemano. Just over the 22-meter line goes Argentina now. Bertrano gets it back to Carreras. Carreras is going to kick it downfield. And into the hands it goes of Reese Hodge at the back. Now goes with the up and under. Chases it down himself. And Carreras beautifully collected in the air there. Between the halfway. Oh, between the 10 and the 22 now. Here comes Lavanini for Argentina. Bertrano now gets it back to Jean Cruz Malia, who kicks it downfield. Not going to find touch now. It's Corabetti. Corabetti over halfway. Still going is Corabetti. Up to the 10-meter line. He brought down now Nick White. Out to James Slipper. Now Quade Cooper. Quade Cooper straight past to Michael Hooper. And hammered in a tackle there by Argentina. Will this ball come back for Australia though? Yes, it will. Now Nick White gets it out to Leota. Up to the 10-meter line. Inside Argentina half now. Nick White. Corabetti back inside to Tanela Tupo. Beats two defenders. Gets the offload to Michael Hooper. But he knocks it on. And Argentina's got position right on the 22-meter line now. Now Bertrano gets it back to Carreras. And Carreras will just kick this downfield. And straight down the middle into the hands of Research now. Just outside the 22. He's going to try and kick it into space here. This is going to work. No, it's not. Into the hands of John Cruz Malia inside the 22 now. He's going to thump it downfield. Straight down the middle as well. Corabetti needs to chase back inside his 22 now. He's got it, and Willie, he's going to pass it out to Callaway, and Callaway is going to kick it, but he's outside his 22, and that's going to find touch. They might just want to have to check that one, but the touch just says it was inside his 22, so line out on the 10-meter line inside Argentina half. Big tackle from Kremer and Pablo Matera on Michael Hooper, just stunning them there a little bit. Then Tanela Tupo had a great little run. It's just a pity the offload to Michael Hooper just couldn't get to hand. And now we are here at a line out at long last. Petty is now on for Alemano for Argentina. Here they come, Pablo Matera now on the 10-meter line. They form the maul again now. Montoya just controlling at the back of this maul now. They need to just go forward ball now. Bertrand with a box kick over the top. The chase coming here from Cordero. It's going to come back to the side of Argentina. Knock on from the Wallabies. And now Carreras looking for a bit of space. Brought down quickly. Now Bertrand out to John Cruz Malia. Sinti is still going. Just 5 meters short of the 22 now. Bertrand gets it out to Gagena. Now Carreras back inside. Thumping tackle there on, on Guido Petty there. Now it's Medrano again taking it up. Michael Hooper over that ball. Can he get it? No, he can't. Now Carreras puts a little chip kick over the top, collected by Marika Corabetti. But we are going to come back, I think, for a scrum down to Argentina. Well, interesting passage of play there from both sides. So let's see what the call will be from the referee. Oh, we are going to have a timeout here. Something to look at for the TMO. So still 32 minutes to go in the second half, guys. We're just going to have a quick look at something here. Well, there's nothing really in it between Marcus Kremer and Marika Corabetti. No arms though. And just pushing Marika Corabetti back. So really, I wouldn't say there was anything in that. He did lead with the shoulder though. Or the forearm at least. So at worst, I think we could see a penalty to the Wallabies. So let's see what the referee decides here. Yeah, there's going to be a penalty against the Wallabies for a high tackle. Or is it? We'll just have to wait and see what the call from the referee will be. Still 32 minutes left in this second half. And Argentina's come back firing in the second half. So it's actually going to be a penalty now to Australia for that tackle from Marcus Kremer on Marika Corabetti. So Reece Hodge now going to kick this downfield and find touch between the 10 and the halfway line inside Argentina half. Louis says, come on Australia, another try. Right, line out to the Wallabies. Falau Fainga to throw this ball in for them. It's been a hard second half so far, taken by Isaac Rodder. And here comes the Wallabies now, just inside the half of Argentina. They form their own maul as well. Not really going anywhere at the moment. Now Nick White gets it out to Samu Karevi, out to Lenny Kitoa. Lenny Kitoa beats the first line of defense, but gets hammered back in defense by Marcus Kremer now. Still just inside Argentina half now. Here comes Quade Cooper, the long cut-out pass to Callaway. Callaway brought down by Sinti and Boffelli. Right on the 10-meter line inside Argentina half now. Australia on the attack. Nick White. Quickly take pick and go from Marika Corabetti. And still going is Corabetti now. Between the 10 and the 22 now. Here they come. Michael Hooper back inside to Valentini. 5 meters short of the 22. It's a penalty to Argentina. And now there's a chance here for Argentina to clear the line. Holding on the ground there is the call against Rob Valentini. Right, so 9 minutes gone in this first half. Well, around 10 minutes gone though. And now Argentina with another chance to get out of their own half. The pop pass from Michael Hooper to Rob Valentini. Pablo Matera, the man quickly over that ball, winning the penalty for them. Right, so Carreras now to kick this into touch. Going to find touch round about 5 meters inside the half of Australia. Still 30 minutes to go in this game. Line out between the 10 and the halfway line here for Argentina. Montoya to throw this ball in for them. Big Bowman coming up here for them. Right, Montoya to throw this ball into the line out. He is going to find Kudo Petty there. And now Pablo Matera off the back. Gets out Bertrano now back inside to Boffelli. Over the 10-meter line. He goes brought down. Now Bertrano. Out it goes to Lavanini. Lavanini now. Bertrano again now. Kekena. Kekena makes a couple of meters. Bertrano now waiting for it. Gets it back to Carreras. Carreras, good tackle there from the Wallabies. Putting pressure on him. Another penalty advantage coming for Argentina now. Right on the 10-meter line inside Australia's half. And a knock on in from Cocobares. So we're coming back for that penalty to Argentina. Now it's a chance for them to kick this into touch and set up a good attacking opportunity. The way Boffelli has been kicking, I would not recommend going for goal. So 69 tackles apiece. 21 missed by Argentina, 5 missed by Australia. Oh, they're going to go for goal here. So Montoya has signalled for goal here. Well, maybe it's the right call, but just the way Boffelli has been kicking has not been that great today. So chance for Boffelli to put Argentina into striking distance. It's roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Australia's half, about 10 meters out from the right-hand touch line. So not the easiest of kicks coming up for him as well. Can they convert this into 3 points? Is Boffelli. Right, big kick coming up for him now. Can he put the Argentinians back into striking distance? Lines it up. Taking his time with it though. Needs to get this one. Right, 17 points to 8. Can they make it 17 points to 11? The strike of the ball. Oh, it's going to curl to the left of the post again. So another 3 points go begging there for Argentina. You need to get your kicks in games like this. This is now an 8 points wasted by Argentina. Could have been 17-16. Yes, there will be commentary for the Stormers game as well. Definitely. Just straight after this one today. Right. The restart from the Wallabies taken by Argentina. Now they've kicked it ahead into the hands of Quade Cooper. Now Nick White under a bit of pressure. Gets around the first defense and still going up to the 10-meter line now. A little bit isolated though. Will they get it back? Yes, they will. Is Australia now. Comes back to Quade Cooper. He's going to kick it straight down the middle of the field into the hands of Carreras. Carreras is going to send it back with interest. Not going to find touch as well now. Research on the 10-meter line. Goes for the up and under. Chases down himself. Taken by Boffelli beautifully on the 10-meter line. Now Bertrano gets it out to Gagena. Gagena. Is there a penalty advantage coming here for Argentina? Bertrano now gets the offload beautifully to Boffelli. And over the line they go now. Kudapetti over the 10. Now Carreras. There's space on the outside here. Pablo Matera gets caught on a tackle by Karevi. And driven back in the tackle. So we're coming back for that penalty to Argentina then. Not releasing the tackler on the ground is the call from the referee. So 17 points to 8 with 25 minutes to go. Can Argentina come back into this game? 8 points left behind already by the boot of Boffelli. Right, so Carreras is going to kick this into touch here for Argentina. 4 penalties to 1 in the second half. Australia have conceded 4 penalties already. Right, so line out coming up now for them. And let's just see where this line out is going to take place now for Argentina. Roundabout on the halfway line it is. Montoya with a throw into this line out. Finds Guido Petty at the back now. And here they come. Driving their way forward. Penalty advantage again for Argentina now. So discipline lacking from Australia. Now a little dab through from Bertrano. It's Boffelli chasing after this one. But into the hands of Research. And will the referee call them back? Yes, he will. So another penalty to Argentina. And another chance to set up a good attacking line out. Louis says Argentina is a good team too. Definitely they are. Louis asks, who is Carreras? So it is the fly half Santiago Carreras. They also have Matia Carreras on the bench as well. But I'm referring to the fly half Santiago Carreras. Right, so will we see some magic from Argentina now? Well, currently there's an injury break to Reese Hodge. So we'll just stop the clock right there and continue it again. So 24 minutes left. 24 minutes and 12 seconds to be exact left in this game. So we're just waiting on that injury break. There is a TMO call now. So let's look for foul play again. And it's again Carreras in trouble. Oh, that would be really disappointing if... no, there's no foul play in that. Come on. The referee is now trying to milk something that's not happening. Surely that can't be a penalty against Reese Hodge. Not against Reese Hodge, against Marcus Kremer. That is just ridiculous. To even have a look at that is just ridiculous. Right, so let's see what the call from the TMO will be then. Absolutely nothing in that. Come on, no. That is ridiculous from the referee. A yellow card here to Marcus Kremer. And 10 minutes into the bin with 24 minutes to go. That's a terrible call from the referee. Nah, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry. As a neutral supporter for this game, that is just a terrible call from the referee. It should be an Argentina penalty. Instead now, Reese Hodge milked the penalty and they will be getting it. So, yeah, that's really, really disappointing to say the least. Right, so we've got 24 minutes to go, guys, and Argentina going to spend the next 10 minutes into the bin as well. Marcus Kremer, I think it's more that last tackle from him that put him in the eye this time round. But now also on the field, Tate McDermott and also James O'Connor on the field in the place of Quade Cooper. Right, I thought Australia will have 29 points by now, says Armando. No, Argentina's got the line out there from that line out, so a good steal in the air there. And now controlling it just between the 10 and the 22 meter line. There's a chance now. They've got possession. Can they work their way? Now Matera, pick and go from him. The ball spills loose. Michael Hooper to Andrew Callaway. Andrew Callaway with a bit of space. He's going to run straight through here. Over up to the halfway line. He needs support now. Brought down by Argentina quickly now. Tate McDermott, out it comes to Matt Phillip. Over the halfway line they go now. Quick ball again. Lenny Kitoa now Reese Hodge. Over the 10 meter line inside Argentina half now. Comes back Matt Phillip out to Angus Bell, who's also on the field now. Driven back in a tackle now, Tate McDermott, James O'Connor. James O'Connor out to Tanela Tupou. Over the 10 meter line they go. Right in the middle of the field now, Tate McDermott again. He's going to try and snipe himself. Almost up to the 22 meter line they go. Marika Korobetti out to James Conner. Long cut out pass to Falau Fainga. Over the 22 meter line goes Australia now. 10 meters out from the try line. Tate McDermott out to Rob Valentini. Can I get quick ball now? Marika Korobetti to Tate McDermott. Back inside to Korobetti. Held up in the tackle there. Now Michael Hooper 5 meters out from the try line. Pick and go now from... taken forward by Marika Korobetti. Now pick up and go from Tanela Tupou. Just 2 meters short. Have Matera won a penalty there for Argentina? No, it's against Argentina. Advantage now to Australia. Here comes Valentini. Long cut out pass now. Samu Karevi needs to get the pass out to Callaway, but it's loose. And kicked forward by John Chris Malia. But we're coming back for another penalty to the Wallabies. Well, great passage of play there from the Wallabies. But Argentina just letting themselves down at vital times. in this game. Right, so close to that try again for the Wallabies, but brilliant defense and some nitty gritty from Argentina, keeping them out there at all costs. 21 minutes to go now, and looks like Australia will be having the kick at goal here. Yeah, looks like James O'Connor will have a shot at goal here. Chance to get the Wallabies out to 20 points here in the second half. I'm still livid inside with that penalty or that yellow card decision from the referee. Just such a poor call from him and the TMO, to be quite fairly honest. Right, so James O'Connor lining up this penalty from just inside the 22 of Argentina, about 15 or 20 meters out from the right hand touchline. So shouldn't be a difficult kick for him then. Right, let's see what's going to happen. James O'Connor now lining this one up, and yeah, there we go. 20 points to 6 it is. Or to 8, sorry. 20 points to 8 it is, with 20 minutes to play in this second half. And Marcus Graham has still got 6 minutes in the bin for what I call a stupidity call from the referee. Right, so Carreras will restart this one now. Adrui says, I pick Australia because they beat South Africa. Right, Carreras now with the restart now. And here we go again. So Rodrigo Martinez is now on for Gigena. Marika Korobetti has taken that inside the 22 for the Wallabies. Now setting up the ruck through Pete Samu, who's also on the field for Australia now. Tate McDermott waiting for this ball at the back of the ruck now. A lot of Reds players on the field now. Tate McDermott with the box kick over the top. Chased down by Marika Korobetti. That ball is going to spill loose, and a knock on from Argentina. Scrum down to the Wallabies. Right on the 10-meter line inside Argentina half. Right, so still 19 minutes to go. Nobody wanted to take that ball in the end. John Chris Malia and Korobetti going past that really, and then knocked on by the next player of Argentina. Yeah, it got knocked on by the number 23, which is Matia Carreras, who's also on the field. So we now have Matia Carreras as well as Santiago Carreras. Right, so Tate McDermott to feed this ball to the scrum here for the Wallabies, but penalty to Argentina. Scrum goes down, and now there's a chance here for Argentina again. Oh, another extra 10 meters here for Argentina after Australia threw that ball away. So, penalty now just outside of the 22. Carreras will kick this into touch, and one have to feel that Argentina needs to score now if they want any chance of winning this game today. 5 meters out from the try line, they do have a line out, and they have already scored a try from a maul, so you would back them to try and get another one here, although they are a man down. Darcy Swine also on the field for Matt Phillip. A few more changes should be coming up real soon. 17 minutes to go. Montoya with a throw into this line out now. Guido-Petty should be the receiver here. Yeah, it goes to Guido-Petty now. Maul has been formed. Going backwards at the moment is Argentina, but now starting to make their way forward. Montoya, oh no, the referee is going to... it's a penalty to Argentina again. So they'll probably try and put this into touch again. The call from the referee is joining the maul incorrectly. So Santiago Carreras now puts it into touch again. 5 meters out from Australia's try line. Still 2.5 minutes to go on the yellow card. And some big moments coming up in this game. If Australia can defend this, they sure as hell will win this game. Right, Montoya with a throw into this line out. Should be going to, this time goes to Martin Gonzalez at the back of the line out. The maul has been formed by Argentina. Can they start moving this forward now? Darcy Swine, did he come in from the side? No, says the referee. It's play on here. And that's a brilliant movement from Darcy Swine. Could have stolen this ball. Yes, they have. It's going to be a scrum down to Australia. And one could argue you get penalised for it one time and then not penalised on the second time. I don't know. It's a bit of a what you call it, a blank space in the rule book at the moment, because when it looks certainly as if Darcy Swine came in from the side there, or did he come through the middle? Let's just see. Yeah, he did come through the middle. Sorry, my mistake. So good work from Darcy Swine there to win that ball for the Wallabies. Ernest says Wallabies are the champs in winning rugby Oscars. Was been for years. Absolutely. Why'd I go for 7? So the goal kicking from Boffelli has been terrible, really, and I think that's one of the reasons why they went for goal, for touch instead. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Aaron's research milked that yellow card on Kremer. Right, so still about 30 seconds left on that yellow card, but it's going to be Australian ball now with about 14.5 minutes to go. Have Australia done enough to secure this victory here today? It's not been pretty the second half, to say the least, at least. Right, Tate McDermott to feed this ball in now. Big scrum from the Wallabies now. Tate McDermott out to Karevi. Karevi trying to make a couple of meters through the middle, but Sinti's got him covered, as well as Julian Montoya. Now Tate McDermott waiting for it at the back, and he gets it out to James O'Connor, who's going to go to the boot. Is he going to find touch? Yes, he will. So touch found roundabout on the 10-meter line, and it's going to be Australian ball as well. So Mattia Carreras has taken that ball into touch. Very, very poor from Argentina, really. You should know better than that. Right, Falau Finder throws it in, finds Darcy Swine at the back. Maul being formed here by the Wallabies. It goes down quite quickly. Penalty advantage coming for the Wallabies. Now Tate McDermott, James O'Connor steps back inside just over the 10-meter line. They go inside their own half. A miracle take there from Isaac Rodder. But the referee calling them back for that penalty. So after all of that, it's now 50 meters made by the Wallabies just because of poor decision making from Argentina. They should have scored a try with a driving maul, got into a striking distance, and it would have been game on, but instead their discipline has let them down. Reece Hart is going to kick that downfield and finds touch 5 meters inside of the 22 of Argentina. So some more changes I think has come on now. Jaquan Oviedo is also on the field here for Argentina now. So 12.5 minutes to go in this one. Danila Tupou also leaving the field. Tom Robinson coming on for him. Right, so let's just put that scoreboard, that time clock back on. So we still got 13 minutes left in this one, to be exact. So here we go. No, not 3 minutes. Come on. So 13 minutes to go. Line out taken by the Wallabies off the back on the 22-meter line. Here comes Rob Valentini. Rob Valentini about 15 meters out now. Here comes Pete Samu now. 10 meters out from the try line is the Wallabies now. Tate McDermott tries to go on his own. Got tackled just short now. Here comes Michael Hooper now. 5 meters out again. Tate McDermott. Out it comes to Lenny Kitoa. Tries to go on his own as well. Good tackle from Sinti. Now Tate McDermott to James O'Connor to Samu Karevi. Penalty advantage coming for the Wallabies. Dangerous tackle there. Here comes Angus Bell, 5 meters out from the try line. Held up in the tackle now, Tate McDermott. Again, Michael Hooper. About 4 meters out, right in the middle of the field now. James O'Connor loops around, Reese Hart, space on the outside. Nene Kitoa, out it goes to Jordan Patea. Held up in the tackle. Good defense from Argentina. Tate McDermott out to Darcy Swine now. 3 meters out from the try line is Australia. Comes back to Angus Bell again. Oh, thumping tackle from Argentina. Tate McDermott waiting for it. Now comes back James O'Connor. Tries to go on his own. Caught on the 5 meters out now. Tate McDermott again trying to go on his own. Falau Fainga now at scrum off here for the Wallabies. Gets it out to Angus Bell again. 2 meters short of the try line. Is there an opportunity for Australia now? Michael Hooper. Can Michael Hooper make his way over the try line? No. Just a meter short here. Now Tate McDermott gets it out to James O'Connor. Back inside to Andrew Callaway. And he gets the try for the Wallabies. And that should be game, set and match. 25 points to 8 it is with 11 minutes to go. Argentina have been their own worst enemy today. And Andrew Callaway gets the try for the Wallabies. Pop pass back inside from James O'Connor to Callaway. And he had enough momentum going forward to get over the try line there. Valiant effort from the Argentinians, but again, discipline has let them down, unfortunately. Barry says, I still can't get over our loss to New Zealand. Well, we have to swallow that pill, unfortunately. It is what it is at the end of the day. Right, so conversion coming up here from James O'Connor. 25 points to 8. 10 minutes to go. It's been a good effort from Argentina, like I said, but at the end of the day, the Wallabies just too good for them. Not so much too good for them, it's just that they've been more disciplined at vital times in this game. Can James O'Connor get the conversion for them as well? With just 9.5 minutes to go. Conversion goes straight through, so 27 points to 8 it is now. 8 points missed off the boot from Buffelli, and a great try scoring opportunity also went a begging a couple of minutes ago. So yeah, own worst enemy today. 27 points to 8 it is. And Santiago Carreras can now restart this game for us. It's just a short hanging kick there from him, taken beautifully by Reese Hodge. And here comes Australia again, back inside and straight through the middle. I think it's Lenny Kitoa. Lenny Kitoa out to Callaway. Callaway stays back inside. Maybe should have backed himself there. Goes again on the second count. Just a meter short now is the Wallabies. Here comes Valentini, thumping tackle from Sinti. Out to Angus Bell now. Again 5 meters out from the try line. Now the floodgates look like it's going to start to open up only now. 5 meters out from the try line is the Wallabies. Gets it out to James O'Connor. Tries to go on his own, still going. 3 meters out from the try line. Tate McDermott snipes on his own, tries to get the offload on the second count, but it's been intercepted here by Argentina. Bertrano now gets it out. Let's see what Argentina can do from their own try line. 8 minutes to go in this game. Bertrano now waiting for it. He's going to go with the box kick over the top. Just finding touch roundabout on the 22 meter line. Yeah, so disappointing from an Argentina perspective today. I really felt that they would do well. And the scoreline doesn't reflect what really happened in this game throughout the second half. Hopefully they can bounce back at some stage. But yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. So we are about 10 minutes away from the Benetton versus Stormers game as well, guys. So we'll be tuning over to that straight after this one. Right. Can we get this lineup going? So just a replacement quickly, but taken by Darcy Swine, knocked it on. And here's a chance now for Argentina, going through the hands inside their own 22 now. Kokobares, Sinti, out to Buffelli. Good defense from Patea on him, just stopping him in his tracks. And now will we see a counter ruck here from the Wallabies? The ball is going to come out the side of Australia. Penalty to Australia as well, just 5 meters out from the 22. And yeah, no, it's been one of those nights from Argentina. Discipline, just letting themselves down at vital times. Right, so Kenneth Isaac says the ref is very inconsistent with his decision. It's painful to accept. It's irritating that we give away penalties and last minute all the time. Yeah, it's one of those things, Barry. But credit where it's due. The All Blacks know how to finish a game. Alright, here comes the Wallabies now. 10 meters out. No, is it 15 meters out? Well, they must make up their mind. It's on the 22-meter line here. Throw in for Kaitu'u for the Wallabies. Stolen by Argentina now, and Buffelli's got it. Gets it out now to Oviedo. Inside the 22. Bertrano now gets it out to Pablo Matera. They're going to try and run this out from their own 22 now. Bertrano, out it goes to Carreras again now. Straight down the middle. Now comes Patea. On the 10-meter line is Australia. Now Patea nearly finding a gap there. Tackled by Martin Gonzalez. Tate McDermott, Angus Bell, James O'Connor, Samu Karevi out to Corabetti. Corabetti still going. Needed to pass that ball. Unfortunately not getting it. Now it's Isaac Rodder again to Angus Bell. Big drive here from the Wallabies, just short of the 22. Tate McDermott to James O'Connor into space here. James O'Connor needs to step back inside. Just 5 meters over the 22-meter line now. Here they come again. It's Kaitu'u about 10 meters out from the try line. Tate McDermott out to Tom Robinson this time round. Tate McDermott now out to Michael Hooper. About 15 meters out from the try line is the Wallabies now. Tate McDermott back, it comes to James O'Connor. Tries the miracle offload to Corabetti, knocks it on. And here comes Argentina from their own 22 now. Will there be some magic here late in this game from them? Buffelli caught just 5 meters outside of his own 22. And yeah, just no magic. Miotti now gets it out to Oliveira. 4.5 minutes to go. Miotti. Out it goes to replacement Martinez. Now Miotti again out to Carreras. Just so sloppy now here towards the end. Kokobares between the 10 and the 22 now. Bertrano out to Pablo Matera. Pablo Matera puts his head down. Nowhere to go for Argentina, unfortunately. And a penalty advantage coming though. Now Bertrano out to Kokobares. Kokobares back to Sinti. Sinti breaks through, needs to get the offload and gets it into the hands. They go now up to the 10-meter line. Inside Argentina half. Bertrano now. Miotti. Out it goes to Oliveira. Now Lavanini knocks the ball on. And we will be coming back for a penalty to Argentina though. Yeah, just very, very scrappy here towards the end of this game. And unfortunately it is what it is. Lavanini just knocking that ball on out of the tackle from Michael Hooper. Right, so hopefully this game will finish in time for the Stormers one. It's not been pretty. It's been pretty poor in this last 15 minutes from Argentina as well. Just making way too many mistakes down the line. Right, so Argentina has found touch just outside of the 22 of the Wallabies. 2.5 minutes to go. And can we see Argentina finish with a flourish? Throw in coming now from Argentina. Right, here they come. Bertrano now. Miotti out to Cocabares. Just 5 meters short of the 22 at the moment. Now it's Martin Gonzalez. Martin Gonzalez up to the 22-meter line. Bertrano now. Switch the direction with Miotti. Back inside to Carreras, who knocks it on. And then also Corabetti knocking it on. So it's going to be a scrum down to the Wallabies. With 2 minutes to go in this game. Little knock on from Argentina and then a knock on from Australia as well. So with 2 minutes to go in this one, this has definitely been Australia's night at the end of the day. Just capitalizing off the mistakes of Argentina today. Right. So we're just waiting on that scrum to take place. Well, they have stopped the clock here, so let's do this real quickly. 2 minutes to go. The last scrum of, well, could potentially be the last scrum of the day. Yeah, so scrum down here. 2 minutes to go in this game. 27 points to 8 it is to the Wallabies. Good victory for them at the end of the day. So that scrum goes down. Frustrating to watch this last couple of minutes, knowing that the game is in the bag already, and then they're just making such sloppy mistakes the way they have done so far. So yeah, we'll probably see Australia kick this ball out after that scrum in fact. So scrum down to the Wallabies with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. Tate McDermott to feed this ball for them. Right, scrum goes down again. This time it's a penalty to Australia. So with 1 minute to go, they will have another chance to kick this downfield and just punish Argentina just a little bit more. Right, James O'Connor to kick this into touch. Right, let's see what's going to happen here. Is probably what it is, guys. I think what I'm going to do... Yeah, let me play this out. There's still about 1 minute, 30 seconds left on this. We're about to start the Stormers game as well. So I don't want to miss out on that one. But let's play this one out. Right, got Kaitu with the throw into this line out on the 10-meter line. Collected by Darcy Swine. Maul has been formed by the Wallabies now. And... just waiting at the back here. Still driving their way forward as the Wallabies now. What goes down now? The hooter has gone in the background. The ball goes down. And that is probably going to be the end of the game. So that is it for this game, guys.